Hey, hello, everybody out there in that wonderful sea of absolute madness right now. Uh, Sorry, it's been a while since I've put a video out. Really, I'm not comfortable in front of a camera. Um, not really comfortable with just pulling up facts and doing a presentation on a screen. I'm not a fan of writing out what I want to say beforehand. It doesn't come from the heart. So this is just a straight, raw, fireside chat. Shoot the shit, get real. All cards on the table, face to face, heart to heart, with not just Calgarians, not just Canadians, everybody around the world. I want you to try to bear with me for a second. I want to warn beforehand. This is freestyle, free flow. Could get quite raunchy, so if you have kids in the room, sensitive ears, or if you're easily offended, turn it off or get the kids out of the room. I'll give you a second. Well, hopefully all ears are safe, as there's no filter on here. I want to start off asking who out there is familiar with the term kakistocracy. What a kakistocracy is a ruling class comprised of the worst possible people in that selected population. Most corrupt, most vile, most conniving, deceiving, manipulative assholes, cocksuckers, ones that don't give a shit about you, are the ones that make up the ruling class. That is a kakistocracy. And to be completely honest, we have been in one of those for a very long time. I'm not here to split hairs with people. I'm not here to argue whether this fucking COVID is real or not, or where it came from. At this point in time, if you haven't noticed, it doesn't fucking matter. It's here, and whether we like it or not, we all have to deal with it. And there's a reason for that. There is a reason that over 3 billion people around the world are sitting at home with their thumb up their ass, wondering to themselves, when am I going to be allowed out of the house? When am I going to be allowed to bring my kids to the park? Before anybody gets off on a rant, I don't give a shit if you're black, if you're white, if you're yellow, if you're red, if you're green, if you're purple, if you fuck ducks, if you fuck men, fuck women, fuck all of them, fuck only inanimate objects, pray to the spaghetti monster, pray to Allah, pray to Jesus. I don't fucking care. Because this message and what we are all going through right now, these divides that our governments have been pushing on everybody for the last decade or so, guess what? It's hitting us all anyway. Doesn't matter what sex, doesn't matter what gender, doesn't matter what income bracket, doesn't matter the color of your skin, where you were born, whether you're disabled. Doesn't fucking matter. Because right now, all the dividing and the infighting that as a population we have been doing for decades, getting turned on each other, fighting with your neighbors, fighting with your family over minute bullshit reasons that at the end of the day, when any of us sit down and look at, don't fucking matter. What does the average person want? This is around the world. This is not a Western culture. This is not an Eastern culture. It's not a Middle Eastern culture. It's not Jewish. It's not Muslim. It's not Christian. It's not Buddhist. It's not Jehovah's Witness. It's not Mormon. What do people want? They want to be happy. And really, they want to be left the fuck alone. They want to be able to provide for their families. They want to be able to spend time with friends. They want to enjoy the things in life that make them happy. Be it anything from taking out their yacht to taking their dog for a walk. Doesn't matter the income bracket. Doesn't matter the amount of money that you put into the things you love and things you want to do. Because right now, this cacistocracy has got everybody believing that they have any legitimate, moral, ethical, lawful, in their own books, or legitimate reason to rule over us. These are people. Just like your wife, your husband, your mom, your dads, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, sons, daughters, everything in between, every color of the rainbow. They're no different than us. They do not hold moral authority or ethical authority over us. Even for those that haven't taken a red pill, have never seen the rabbit hole, have never questioned any of the quote-unquote conspiracy theories. Just the concept that you've agreed when it comes to voting, that really when it comes down to it, everybody knows you're going to get screwed. But you have the vast majority of people believe, well, it's better to pick the lesser of two evils. It's always the fallback. Well, I know Trump's gonna fuck me, so I'm gonna vote for Bernie. Pardon me, vote for Biden. Biden's an incompetent buffoon. Can't remember where he is, can't remember his wife from his sister. Gonna vote for Trump. Either way, I know I'm gonna get fucked. But hey, my team wins. And again, again, we have the divide. I want you to think. I want you to look around the world right now. I want you to look at all the countries that are caught up in this COVID pandemic, in this lockdown. And again, I'm not saying it's real. I'm not saying it's fake. I'm not saying it's man-made or came from a bat. Doesn't matter. You look at every country. Is every one of them liberal? Is every one of them conservative? Is every one of them a third option? No. You have a pretty good mix of all of them in there. And yet, all of them, across the board, are doing, to various degrees, the exact same thing. They're spouting the exact same numbers from the exact same sources, giving you the exact same measures to follow. And conservative countries, liberal countries, communist countries, fascist dictators, right across the board, right across the spectrum, are all getting you to bow your head. And with no resistance, walk into your house, close your door, hug and kiss your family. Probably you've got enough food in your cupboards. And that's your light and your heat is going to stay on. That you'll be able to pay your rent or your mortgage. That you'll be able to keep your phones, your internet. Those are quite important considering that this government is taking your kids out of school. Don't get me wrong, public school, government ran. I think that's a good thing, but that's another topic. Your kids are having to learn online. You're going to have to make sure those phone bills and those internet stay running. Oh, shit, that's right. Fuck, I forgot about that. The government just said I can't go to work. He said I can't support my family. Not only did he say I can't go to work, he told my boss that, he can't even open his doors. If there's people out there that are willing to come to his business, no, fuck that. Not allowed. You have to close your doors. Why? Oh, yes. Non-essential. Betcha that's made the masses feel absolutely loved and cherished by their beloved governments. What you do every day to pay your taxes, to be the good citizen, follow the laws and the system, the social construct that we've all been told, get a good education so you can go to college, get a good job. Support your family. The same people that tell you that are the same people that just took your job away. That took your kids out of school. That took away the livelihood. And that's just the start. What do they do after that for you? This government that wants to protect everybody so much. Well, to start with, they lied to you about the severity of the problem. Another video, I'm not going to get into the details, but even if you followed mainstream media by now, I would hope that there is enough functioning brain cells that are at least on part-time duty to bump around in your head to realize that these numbers are fucking doctored top to bottom. Mainstream media, quick search, even using Google, not your most reliable or biased source, but even using Google. Go to CDC websites, go to the WHO websites. See what these people have said over the course of this. They're full of shit. And then these people, after they've locked you into your house, well, you can't go to a park. Why would you want to go to a park? Yeah, that's fucking dangerous. You're going to kill someone's grandma. That poor elderly man lives down the road. Is he walking his dog occasionally? Yeah. You go outside to play with your kids because you've tried to be a good parent up to this point. Try to make sure they stay off electronics. Try to actually be kids. Go out, get some exercise, get some sun. Get a little creative thought into them. No, you can't do that, because if you do that, you're going to fucking kill that old man. And if you do, you're a piece of shit. Why? Well, government told me I had to think you were a piece of shit. Don't walk by me. Don't get within 6 feet of me. How fucking dare you? But I will beat you off with the fucking stick in the grocery store if you're trying to take my toilet paper. I had no problems getting up close and personal. Why do people go crazy over toilet paper? No, because everybody thought they needed toilet paper. It's because the news media that we all focus on put it up as a story. We're going to be in lockdown. I need 300 rolls of toilet paper. Millions of mindless sheep see this and figure, well, God damn it, I guess I should go get me some fucking toilet paper. And there the panic starts. Wear your masks. Don't wear your mask. Wear gloves. Don't wear gloves. Stay at home. Don't go anywhere. Don't talk to anybody. Don't look out your window. No, on second thought, look out your window. You gotta let me know if your neighbor's out. A nasty neighbor's trying to kill the fucking old man down the street. better report him to the authority. Same guy that probably shoveled your sidewalk for you when you were putting in those long days at work, supporting your family, coming home at the end of the day, seeing a pile of snow outside, figuring, I just don't have the energy for this right now. You get up the next morning for work, you get up that little bit early because you figured, I didn't get that snow shoveled last night. You get bundled up, whether it's before or after you grab your coffee in the morning, you're looking at the weather and you're seeing that -20. You look out your front door, your sidewalk's already closed, already shuffled off, or already blown off. But I tell you, if that asshole goes out of his house more than twice, public fucking danger. Better report him. And it's not just a report. And it's not like somebody comes by and just gives him a slap on the wrist. Nope. You're gonna get some brown shirt, jackboot, power hungry, probably lower IQ dipshit with a badge, a gun, and an authority complex knocking on his door and telling him, because he was a public danger by leaving his house, by wanting to take his kids to the park, that he's a bad person. Meanwhile, he could be a single dad. Doing whatever he can for his kids. Not knowing, much like the rest of us right now, how long he's going to have a house for. How long he's going to be able to keep food in the cupboard. Whether or not his little girl is going to be able to have a birthday. Or even have a birthday cake. Chances are she's not going to be able to have any friends over. So he wants to do whatever he can for her. And now you just took more money out of his pocket. Because of your fear. Because of your delusion. That if this person leaves their house, that they are a danger to society. Like, what fucking world do you live in to think that this person with kids is a danger to society? And I'm not going to use doctored numbers to try to make an argument here. I want to look at this straight fucking black and white, very simple. Let's go off of the numbers that the WHO and the UN and whatever country you're in, be it CDC, be it your version of it, whatever your medical establishment has told you for these starting numbers, for this pandemic, for this worldwide extinction event that we've all been brainwashed to fucking believe. Even if we take these numbers, they still don't come close to the devastation that is coming from government reaction on this. When you look at the poverty, the starvation of adults, of our elderly, of our kids, of our vets, all the people that will die either homeless or from starvation, or from suicide, from not getting the medical treatment that they should be getting. How many millions of people are going to die from the reaction of governments around the world? How many families are going to get torn apart? How many spouses or kids are going to be victims of assault, of family violence? If you've got kids, you got grandkids, what kind of fucking world do you want to leave for them? You want to be a statist, you want to believe in government, that's fine. It's a joy of freedom. You're free to choose to live like that. Whatever side of the political aisle you fall on, you can do it. I don't care. And I don't care holds as long as you do not force your will upon me. If you believe communism is going to work, great. Find like-minded individuals. Find somewhere you can set up a commune. Live your happy communist little life. Let me know how it goes for you. If there's anything that works, great. Love to hear it. You don't want to go that far. You want to stay in a democracy. You basically want us to go back to normal. Have at it. Find like-minded individuals that agree to deal in that kind of a political system. Have at it. Let me know how it goes for you. You want an all-out dictatorship? Generally, most won't. Some will end with it anyway. Let me know how it goes for you. But because you choose to live that way, doesn't mean I want to. I don't want to step on your toes. I don't want to tell anybody how to live your life. It's your choice. I don't give a shit what religion you practice, who you have sex with, what you want to identify as. Doesn't affect me. The only thing that affects me is if you're a good person. And a good person is not going to try to take my rights, And a good person is not going to stand by and let somebody else take my rights. Just as much as I may disagree with somebody, you are more than free to say it. I don't think anybody should be censored. But back to the politics. I want you to think about something. Back to the go-to argument for anybody that believes in the system. Well, at least I'm picking the lesser of two evils. Okay. Let's run with that for a second. Let's run with the idea of making decisions on the lesser of two evils. When it comes to COVID-19 and the worldwide reaction, global economic shutdown, like I said, even going by the original numbers coming from all of the government agencies, pale in comparison to the ramifications of that same government's reactions. A million or so die, possibly die from a virus. Or guaranteed hardship, misery, financial distress for billions of people. And what I am sure will be millions of deaths because of lockdown. Where's your lesser of two evils when you're looking at your neighbor and thinking of calling him in? And where is the lesser of two evils when your kids or your grandkids come up to you and ask Mom, Dad, or Grandma, Grandpa, why do we have to line up for food every day? Why am I told in school that I don't have a choice of what I get to do for work? Why do you and Mom or Grandma and Grandpa work so much and yet we still don't have food in the cupboards? What side are you going to be on when you have to look at those little faces and say, because I was afraid, and because somebody told me to? Well, didn't you know it was wrong? I was afraid, and somebody told me to.